to go, and then we'll edit it all.
Okay, I'm ready.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay. So, Julia. Okay, so how would you describe the Inside Out adventure experience that you've been through over the last 3 months?
The Inside Out adventure over the last 3 months has been definitely a journey, an interesting journey. If I think about where I was 3 months ago, I think I would say I'm in a totally different position now, and that is that's come from a number of different ways. One of them is through the approach of the programme, which is a look at how what are your values, what do you value, how do your values fit into your work life, does your work life actually match with your values, and how does that play out in the way that you work within the organisation. So that was a very, very interesting and a great start to the programme, and from that I may have mentioned before, but it felt like a penny had dropped. It was that sort of a moment, a real moment of clarity. Yeah, and from there through the programme, especially working with the team of people with the colleagues that were in the cohort with us, some of whom I knew quite well, some of whom I didn't know at all. But you managed to, or the programme has brought us together in a way that we were able to build a real sense of trust, and through that trust, something greater happened. I think we became greater than the sum of the parts, in that we were able to discuss our feelings, our vulnerabilities, our hopes, our fears, where we might want to go, and also about how this might impact us going forwards. So it gave us a real opportunity to have a good look at ourselves and at our colleagues. I'll stop there, but I wanted to, I can talk about the middle bit, but I'm sort of saving that bit.
Okay, so the middle bit being what, the outdoor?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Tell us a little bit about the outdoor adventure, and how that fits into the programme, what you took from them.
So the outdoor adventure part of the programme I found absolutely incredible. Without a doubt, it helped cement what we were learning. It was clearly very thoughtfully put together in the way that it built upon our skills or lack of skills, and brought us to a place that we were then really challenged to do some quite terrifying things. The abseiling, the canyoning down the quite full waterfalls, through caves. I mean, absolutely incredible. But one of the absolute takeaways was the quality and the inspirational staff that you found that were leading us through there. I don't think it would have been the same without that calibre of people. Clearly because of the safety aspect, but B, because of what they brought to it. I honestly will never forget any of those people. The guys, they were so inspirational and humble as well. And I distinctly remember one of them telling me he used to be, I think it was Totti, he used to be a drug addict and an alcoholic, and that he didn't particularly like people, but that he loved climbing and what he got out of it and what it meant to him. And the takeaway from that, I think, is that he kept trying until he found something that moved him and made sense to him, and that was really, really important.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else on it now?
What
it's good.
Was there anything else? God, there's so much to say.
So maybe I'll ask you kind of your main looking ahead. Well, let's just go into it. So kind of now when you completed the programme, looking ahead over the coming weeks and months, what's one or two main takeaways for your leadership now?
Takeaways for my leadership, I'd say number one is courage. Really courage, and courage to fail. I think in the past, partly due to slightly being somewhat of a perfectionist, it's not. It's really detrimental, I think, to development, and having been allowed to fail, and in fact being encouraged to reframe failure as actually it's doing, if you're doing your best, you're not failing, then that is tremendously powerful. Absolutely. It's giving me goosebumps now thinking about it. So yeah.
Fantastic. Great.
Good.
Okay.
Anything? Yeah. What we missed? This is great, Joe. Fantastic.
One thing. For somebody who knows you well, both at work and at home, what would they see as the difference in you from the beginning to now? Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 minutes to think about that.
Speak to Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good question. So if somebody from home, sorry, what was the question again? You rephrased it.
It was, for somebody who knows you well, what difference would they notice from the beginning of the course?
Okay, that's it. So difference in myself from the beginning of the course to the end of the course, I would say it would have to be clarity of purpose, of thought. The penny's dropped. I now know where to focus my attention on and why I want to focus my attention on that particular topic or issue or project. So it's brought me a lot of clarity. And alongside that, the recognition for a support team, the importance of having a clear vision. Yeah, it's brought me clarity. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Jules, you're natural.
No.